Welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincey.
And your other host, Justin.
So this week I decided to ring in fall, even though it hasn't started, with doing the fall blend for Starbucks. Did the K-Cup. I'm enjoying it. It was actually my second cup of it. I don't go nuts for the fall blend, but I'll have it in the house while they're doing their event.
I mean, it smells good.
Yeah, it smells good.
It smells good.
I like it.
It's all right.
What do you got over there?
I got a Lipton green tea, but with cranberry and pomegranate. And it is very heavy on the green tea, but it does have the subtle background of both the cranberry and pomegranate.
And you need all the cranberry you can get.
I do. I'm not well.
He's not quite dialysis, but his kidneys are fucked up.
My kidneys are fucked. All right. The movies that we saw last week are something to be juggled around the mind. Blade Runner OG and new Blade Runner.
2049.
OG Blade Runner, very good movie. Very fantastic. Very well in execution, very well in its scenes, very well in how it progressed up until the very end. And then the whole, I guess, switch of antagonist to protagonist kind of thing.
See, yeah, my issue is I never looked at him as an antagonist throughout the whole thing because they're out there killing people and just generally not being good. So from start one, he's protagonist in my book. I know he doesn't enjoy his job, and I understand why he doesn't.
Protagonist is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying you're talking about Ford, right?
Oh, no, I'm talking about Android.
Oh, you're talking about the replicants.
Yeah, the replicant.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Ford was antagonist and goes protagonist.
No, he's more protag who sticks protag, but then at the end he gets that little bit of a bend back to kind of turn antagonist.
Kind of.
Like against everything because he's like, oh, I just got duped.
And I'm in love.
And I'm in love with the robot.
I'm in love with a person I've known for a couple hours.
For literally a day.
Yeah.
It was literally a day.
Love at first sight? What, love at first shoulder pads?
If the toaster said, do I feel love? Do you fall in love with the toaster?
Well, I mean, no, but the toaster also burns my fucking toast. So
you're right. But on a more serious note, for all the characters, they had their good arcs. It told a story. The story may have been a little confusing at times. The beginning was very straightforward, but then after the whole replicant having to do the test over and try and break the mold is when it kind of started going downhill. And I was like,
So you didn't like Ford having to go through and have someone else be tested so that they could see how the test goes and all that stuff.
Yeah, even though he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
And then after...
I feel like that was their way of explaining to us exactly what the test does. Because we see the test used, but before we can actually see whether or not the test proved he was a replicant, he just, spoilers, blows the guy away.
Yeah.
And then, so I think the whole point of Forge was to show. To clarify, we are watching the final cut, not the theatrical, not one of the other weird cuts. We went final cut. I personally like the final cut a lot. I feel it gets the story across without gunking it up too much. Because a lot of people that watch the theatrical cut think that Ford's character might be a replicant.
Yeah.
Because of the unicorn origami.
Yeah. And it's like, no. I mean, it does add in a psychological bend, but at the same time, it's like...
I feel the final cut does well at making the origami more tell you the cop knows you have the other replicant and he's letting you get away.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Because I was like, why is it there? And I was like, oh, wait. The
Edward James Olmos has been here.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's like, he knows. He knows about his meltdown that he kind of has to see the unicorn because he's the one who told him, I had a dream. Yeah. So he's the only one who would know. Well, one of the few who would, I'm sure. Yeah. So that makes sense. Now that you told me that, I'm like, that makes sense. But
that was always my interpretation. I've even seen the theatrical cut, and I still never really bought into Deckard is a replicant thing. No. Let's move on to 2049 unless there's anything else you want to say on...
Nope, because everything that the OG was, 2049 was not.
Okay. You really did like the original, though.
I did.
It's got rewatch value for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to choose something to watch twice in a week, that would be it. But unless I watched 2049 twice because I did not get it.
Because you want to get a better feel for
and
it
I
and
didn't
see if you
even
could
after the
make
second.
the connections.
Yeah, and I didn't even after the second.
So let's move to 2049. This was my first time watching it too. I want to hear your side.
Okay.
And we've already discussed this off mic a little bit, but tell me what you thought of the movie, where your confusions lie, and then I'll tell you my thoughts and where I'm at.
The movie had good characters. They had great characters.
Yes.
Jared Leto playing a really interesting blind man who
Bad
has
guy thingy.
Yeah, which was kind of nice. I mean, it was a bit creepy the first scene he got, but then the second scene he got with Ford and him getting a little too close to Ford, and I was just like, okay, it showcases that he can't see, and even with his androids, he can't gauge emotion. I'm like, okay, this is good. This is good storytelling. His character, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else seemed a bit weird in its motive, except for that one crazy replicant, the one during the climax.
Yes.
That was the only one you could not gauge the full MO, if you will, for what she's going to do. And I guess that makes for a good antagonist. That makes for a good storytelling perspective. But when the audience doesn't know what the villain is going to do, it doesn't set up the climax correctly. Okay. And then when you're finally at the climax, you're like, oh, she was evil the whole time? Okay, good twist. But you're literally 2 hours out of 3 hours of the movie. How is this going to... Wait, 3 hours?
I feel like we knew she was evil a lot earlier than that because she karate chops Coco in the neck and fucking obliterates his ass.
That one does, but that's kind of where the turning point was. And that was about hour 15, hour 30 in?
No, it was earlier than that because we don't see Ford until an hour 40.
Oh, you're right. Which
really pissed me off.
Yeah, it was.
I'll talk about that in a minute.
It was really late in it. Okay, so I'll say fine for the benefit of the sake of to hide that replicant being pregnant. I was like fine, okay, but the idea of it being the owner of that replicant having that MO and telling that replicant to do it is a bit strange because she had. In logistic purposes, she didn't have a reason to. She could have just, blacklisted everything. Just said, we don't have it to anyone who asked.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's kind of what government does. But the way that she did it was you're now adding bodies to a pile that didn't need to exist.
They don't... I think you're getting confused with the ending, though. And obviously, spoilers for this, but they don't realize that they have the baby.
Oh.
The one that's creating the dreams is the child. We figured that out.
Yes.
Leto doesn't know that she's the child. So this whole time, he's sending his out to clean up any traces of the child. She has to go and get the bones. That's why she karate chops Coco in the neck. She has to get the bones because the bones show that a replicant gave birth because of the marks on the pelvis and everything. So,
also, I want to state that Dave Bautista in this movie can play a really good scientist-looking guy.
I would have loved more than fucking just the 3 minutes we got with him.
Oh. I love
and then that's why from then on she's helping. She shoots the people in the junk town so that what is his character's name?
I don't remember.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
So that Ryan Gosling can
go
keep going. She's helping him out the whole time because he's the detective.
Yeah.
She can go through and grab bones. Yeah, she can shoot people from the sky. Yeah, but she's not a detective. She needs a detective. So she needs Gosling to find this kid so that she can then take out the kid if Gosling doesn't.
That raises up the second point where he enters the child slaver creation area. I don't know what to really call that because it was children making product outside. And when he was like, you have the charter. Show me the charter. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Bust up his nose. Okay, cool. He shows him the charter. Those pages missing. Who took those pages?
Ford's people.
Okay.
To hide the child.
Okay.
So they don't have the child's name.
So that was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was completely missed on my behalf.
Okay.
Even on the second viewing of this, the movie was so confusing the first time. I pulled you to the side and I was like, okay, what about this, this, and this? And you were like, well, it was this, this, and this. I was like, doesn't really state it too straightforward, but okay. So during my second viewing, I caught a couple more glimpses. A few things in the background actually were like, okay, I missed that. But it does not do a good job at storytelling. It is all over the place. When you get down to the nitty gritty of it, it is a little bit all over the place.
Okay.
because in a matter of, I think it's 3 to 4 days between the very beginning of the movie, him talking to the Oracle Child. What do they call her?
I don't remember.
They called her something. Dreamweaver?
The Dreammaker or whatever.
Sure. To the first viewing of her, all the way to the last viewing of her. There is a lot of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact of the matter of, she could have just said something that could have superseded the entire fucking movie, because she knew from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But she didn't know.
She had an inkling of knowing.
Yes. Because there's the whole thing about placing memories. And...
The fucking toy.
Yeah.
The toy with the date.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that would have been an inkling to know, because she would have figured she would have been there at that time.
Yeah.
Fucking you tell me.
So yeah, that part's a little weird. So at the end, what do you say? Good or bad?
On 2049?
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay.
I would not watch it again. Like, it's a good movie, not a lot of action, and the few action scenes really hit hard. Gosling knows how to rip a trigger, but there wasn't enough to justify. Meanwhile, you had the OG Blade Runner. There was a bit of action, but for those action scenes, looked a lot of frustration against everyone who's there.
Now here's the thing: is in the first one, it's Harrison Ford who's human.
Yes.
Getting his ass whooped by the replicants.
Correct.
So it's understandable that the fight scenes are him not doing well.
Yeah, he takes 2 shots and is like, well, fuck me. Looks like I'm just gonna have a hard day.
But then with this one, I was like, okay, now we've got a replicant hunting replicants. These better be fucking knockout, drag out, fucking.
First one we see is a little okay.
A little okay. The Batista one wasn't bad, but it was over really quick.
Yeah.
He's technically shot off camera. And then what? We don't get shit from that point on until we get 2 seconds of it. Oh, okay, the Junktown. He doesn't really fight many people because she blows everything up.
Well, I'm talking like when Harrison Ford get pulled in.
Okay, so that's the other thing. My issue is Harrison Ford's in all the advertisements of this movie. He's in every fucking trailer. He's in the poster. Harrison Ford is back in 2049.
Yeah.
Does not show up until the hour 40 mark of the fucking movie.
Yeah, we actually made a mention of how far in.
Yeah, I looked it up. It was like hour 30, hour 40. I hit pause the instant he was on screen. Like, I didn't count his voice. The instant he's actually shown, I hit pause. It was like hour 30, hour 40. Into a 2:40 movie. So an hour left of the movie when he fucking shows up.
Yeah.
And then at the last hour of that, most of it, either he's not on screen or he's handcuffed in a chair.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of action from him and Gosling.
In the nightclub.
Yeah, the casino or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But not much. And then the bad guys show up and they blow up Ford's car, which for some reason completely rattles Gosling to the point that he can't do much at first. And so they grab Ford and that's it. And then a guy comes in and puts a gun to Gosling's head, and he's able to get out of that really quick.
He does gun kata, which I'm like, why didn't you use that before?
Yeah, he grabs the gun, shoots the other guy. Like, he does some really cool shit for about 5 seconds. And then the next time we see him fight is when he's fighting the evil, Leto's android, underling. He fights her, and that wasn't a very spectacular fight.
No, and the climax of it was, okay, you beat me. I'm going to walk off into the ocean. Bye.
Oh, no, he killed her.
No, she turned around and walked into the water.
She beat Gosling, and then she turns back and goes to the car. And then Gosling shows back up, comes up out of the water, and like drowns her in the car.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, the whole time, Harrison Ford's cuffed to a fucking chair. I get Harrison Ford's older now. Older, whatever. He's not young anymore.
He's not a spring chicken.
But, like, you don't need to be young to pull a trigger.
Yeah.
So, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I felt very cheated when it came to that.
I felt very cheated throughout the whole movie, considering when you watch both of them back to back, and you have the first one being as good as it was to, not having a spectacular finish to this to the sequel, if you will. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I don't know. Well, some of the characters were nice. Some of the characters were good to look at, and then you have the Joy taking the sinking with the hooker, and I'm like, okay.
Question: do you think replicants can get STDs?
Probably, they are genetic.
They're flesh and bone.
They are.
Which
genetic.
was something that confused me. I'll touch on that too. So, watching regular Blade Runner, I always assumed they were androids.
Yeah,
and I guess that's on my end. But replicants are stronger, faster. We see them in the first movie break through walls, stab themselves in the hands with nails, all kinds of crazy shit. Spray paint their faces.
Witness me.
Yeah, witness me. And then in 2049, we see Gosling bust through a fucking wall because Ford goes to the door and closes the door, so Gosling just runs through the wall. But they're just flesh and bone. Like, we saw the skeleton of one. Like, there's nothing robotic about them.
No.
They are just flesh and bone. Replicants are flesh and bone. So how are they able to withstand all this damage and shit like that? So then Gosling kills bad replicant, takes Ford to go meet his daughter, and dies outside. Right? Movie over. Ford gets to meet his daughter. The whole replicants can have children, won't be covered up. Oh, wait a second. Leto's still the head of the company, has not been fucking dealt with, still has plenty of money and can make an entire fucking evil army of replicants to send after Ford and after his fucking child and kill them fucking all. All they have to do is find Gosling's body laying outside their fucking facility and go, oh shit, she's in there. The movie doesn't actually fucking end.
No. Yeah, I concur with that.
I didn't hate it.
But would you watch it again?
Maybe.
Oh.
Like, if someone was like, hey, I haven't seen this, you want to watch it? I'd be like, okay. But I'm not going to just go, hey, you know what I really want to watch tonight? 2049.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No, it is not going to happen. Next week's movies. We talked about it for a minute. We decided on...
We should probably touch on this week's movies because they weren't decided until today.
Oh, that's right.
So tonight, we're going to watch... we're doing a Michael Keaton night. Now, you've already seen Batman.
Yes.
You've seen Batman Returns.
Yes.
You've seen Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yes, I did.
So we're already out of certain, big hitting Michael Keaton movies. I'm assuming you've seen Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Have you seen Mr. Mom?
Yes.
Okay. So what we went with tonight instead was Pacific Heights.
That one I've never seen.
It's him playing a bad guy years before fucking Vulture will even be thought of. Or, well, him being Vulture will even be thought of.
And not in the normal sense from what you told me.
No, it's definitely a weird way to go about it for a bad guy, but it's a really good movie. I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
And then we're watching The Dream Team, which he plays a what's the word? Psych ward patient.
Okay.
With a group of other psych ward patients. One of them I do believe is Christopher Lloyd.
Oh.
I want to. What did you do?
Nothing. Keep going.
Terrible.
Go ahead
and pull it up for me. I'm pretty sure it's Christopher Lloyd. It's The Dream Team. No.
Movie.
Put in The Dream Team.
Let's do that.
Hopefully it doesn't bring up a movie about. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd.
Yep. Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, Peter Boyle, and Dennis Bautsikaris. That thing.
Please tell me it has pronunciation.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his name.
Bautsikaris.
They're all psych ward patients that convince their doctor or whatever to take them to see a Yankees game. Then he's taken out of the picture, and they're kind of lost in Manhattan. So, it did not get good ratings. Rotten Tomatoes put it at a 54. Metacritic put it at 54, and IMDb put it at a 6.5.
Okay, and then the second movie?
That was Pacific Heights. That one I think will probably have done a little better. It's respected by horror fans. No, I didn't do better. Okay, 46% rotten and 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah.
86 on Google though.
Google usually gets the higher of them because
it's not critics.
Yeah, they're all user based.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Melanie Griffith, Michael Keaton, and Matthew Modine. Oh, Tippy Hedren. So it's a good one. I think you'll like them both. I have a feeling you'll probably like Dream Team a little more just because it does have a few jokes, as where Pacific Heights is pretty much serious the whole time.
Okay.
Next week though, we decided. I told you pick an actor.
Yeah, actor or genre to try and lean forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. And just first one that popped up, Nick Cage. And he was like, I can work with that. So it is going to be... the first one is...
You already lost it?
I already lost it. I know the second one.
The Rock.
The Rock. With
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery and, of course, Nick Cage. The second one is going to be Season of the Witch. Shut up. Shut up.
With Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman.
Yes. And so, that one you had given me a little bit of history on because you're saying the first launch of it didn't get any ad revs.
Yeah, it was like launched into theaters. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure I am. It was launched into theaters with no advertisements, so no one went to see it. And they then pulled it out of theaters, re-advertised, and re-released it a couple months later to where it actually, I think, had 2 different release dates, like year-wise, because it was released towards the end of the year the first time and then after the new year the second time. So it's a weird situation. The movie did not do well and has been torn apart by critics, but I personally don't see what the problem is. Nicolas Cage does well. Ron Perlman does well because he's fucking Ron Perlman.
Yeah, I like Ron Perlman.
They had a good budget. Like, it's enjoyable. Yeah. And it's spooky. A little bit
spooky. So I'm excited for both. I mean, all these movies I'm very keen to watch.
Now, October is about a month away.
Yes.
I think at this point we are 65 days from Halloween, roughly.
Very rough.
I'm thinking we may have to double down a little bit in October because you have not seen shit for horror movies.
No, because the last few I've seen as far as that you guys haven't shown me have been not too great.
What are those? Like, can you think of what some of them are? Because I think the problem is you're watching new horror, and new horror isn't always that great.
It's new horror, more than likely. If I remember right.
Like, me and Lauren watched Hereditary, and that movie fucking sucked. I don't know what everyone's talking about. That movie was shit. Like, everyone talks that movie up, and I don't get it. See, now that's the thing. Okay, you just pulled up 2017 horror, and I actually liked a good chunk of the beginning of these.
Yeah, I did too. It's just the only one I saw was Get Out, though.
Okay, see, I didn't see Get Out, but
I liked Get Out. It was actually I would say that's a good one that I would point for you to watch.
I know the ending, and it pisses me off. So, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen Get Out. The whole willing to take her back bullshit, that beyond fucking pissed me off. I read the synopsis for the movie because I knew I wasn't going to see it in theaters. And that part just pissed me off.
This one actually would probably bother me if I watched it.
Probably. I mean, fuck, Ring 1 and 2 sucked.
I liked Ring 1.
Did you like Ring or did you like Ringo?
Both.
Okay.
I love Ringu, but the American variant of Ring wasn't so bad.
I didn't like it.
Huh?
I didn't like it.
It's understandable. I understand why you didn't like it. Even if you don't tell me, I still understand why you didn't like it. It was more along the lines of, it's
a metaphor for a crap movie.
Yeah, you watch a movie, you get a phone call, hey, 7 days, I'll be there. Don't wait up. Click.
Don't wait up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep.
I'll kill you whether you're awake or not.
Yeah, I'll be there. Just as long as there's a TV in the room, just, whatever. Which, that doesn't make sense either, but I'll deal with that later on in life.
Yeah, did we ever stop and consider, like, what if, like, she stood in the middle of fucking nowhere? No televisions, nothing on day 7?
I'm sure she'd just fall out of the sky splat and then start cracking her weird
finger, then you jump on the fucking, like, all-terrain vehicle you brought with and you fucking take off.
And then she just starts skittering on all fours.
Okay.
And
then I hit the gas, hit the brakes, and let her ass just fucking right into the bumper.
And then she crawls up.
The American one doesn't scare me.
No, the American one I would say is degrees under, but I still liked it for what it was.
So now the weird thing is I've got this thing with Japanese horror. I don't hate Japanese horror. I think Japanese horror a lot of time is overrated. Like, we watched Tales of Two Sisters, which is one of Lauren's favorite Japanese horror movies. I personally am like,
I think Ichi the Killer is going to be up there, but the only downside is it's subtitled.
Yeah, right? It's the speed of the subtitles is my issue.
I get you. So that's the only one where I'm like, there's a little bit of fast talking because of Sakichi Saito.
Like, I've seen Old Boy, which isn't Japanese, but it's subtitled.
Yeah.
I've seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I've seen Cinema Paradiso. I love Cinema Paradiso. Okay. But it's subtitled, and I can keep up because their subtitles aren't. You got to be a speed reader.
Yeah. Ichi the Killer does have a few bits of quick talking, but it's more along the. It's like a crime action, but I consider it to be a horror because of the way he does it.
Yeah.
Um,
One that we definitely got to get you in for. Maybe that'll be in like 3 weeks. We'll do both the American and the Korean version of Old Boy.
I've never seen either one, so that'll be fun.
The American version has Thanos. What is his name? Fucking hell. Thanos. Cable.
I'm trying really hard. You have no idea how hard. Josh Brolin.
Yes. So it has Josh Brolin and Samuel L. Jackson's in it for a little bit, but be very careful what you like. You can look at photos, but don't read anything because there's a huge twist in both versions of the movie that will be ruined for you. If you go reading synopsises, they may ruin it.
Okay, so if I watch Korean variant and I watch American variant, the twist is different?
The twist is the same, but the reaction and how he handles things is a little different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the same twist, but the characters handle it in different ways.
I'm liking how things look.
I watched the American first because I saw it in theaters,
Mm.
and I went and watched the Korean. I like the American one better because of the ending, how he handles the ending in the American one. But basically, both of them, he's a guy that kind of gets drunk one night because he's got a drinking problem, and when he wakes up, he's in a hotel room, and he's confused why. And when he tries to leave, he realizes, no, he's in a prison basically, but it's designed to look like a hotel room. And he's forced to live there for years until he finally gets out.
Okay.
And now he's looking for revenge.
I can fuck with this.
And like all they feed him is fucking like dumplings.
Something just to satiate, not to fill.
Yeah. They do give him television, so he watches television. So like in the American one, he sees 9/11 happen on the TV, which really sucks because he's in a room by himself, can't even like process it with other people. So, they will pump knockout gas into the room when they come to take him or do anything to him.
Could you knock out purple gas?
Yeah. So I think you'll like it. They do have their differences. So, like I said, revenge. When Brolin's character goes to confront one of the people he wants revenge on, he handles what he's going to do to him differently than the way the Korean guy handles what he's going to do to the same character.
Okay.
So it's got its differences, but very well done.
Down the line. Okay, we'll have to actually orchestrate how October's movies are going to go.
So yeah, for that one doesn't have to be October. That one can be in just in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But for October, there's a lot you need to see. You skip horror.
Yeah, I never, I guess, really lean out for horror either, just because most of it is, it does a lot of jump scares and no substance.
Yeah.
The last one I would say that had that would be the one that you showed me. Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy?
Yeah, it was Pretty Boy. He's a writer, and he sees all these movies. I keep forgetting the name of it.
The hell? I'm not sure.
He watches all these like home movies, and
Ethan Hawke is the Pretty Boy you're referring to.
Yes.
And the movie is Sinister.
Sinister.
Did you like Sinister?
I loved it.
I didn't remember.
It was great.
Okay. I liked Sinister.
Sinister was a good movie as far as, and that ending made me go, oh.
Yeah. That one had its jump scares, but it did them well.
It did them with purpose. It did not just have them set up just to be burger, burger, burger. The other one I would say is probably Insidious 1 would probably be the other one because
that's the only one I saw out of the franchise. I didn't watch any of the sequels.
Yeah, I heard the sequels did not do well. They mattered too much. The other one I also heard was Cabin in the Woods. But I did not see that one.
Cabin in the Woods is Joss Whedon.
Ooh.
Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
The rest of the actors I don't quite remember. I know Sigourney Weaver's in it. But yeah, it's basically Joss Whedon made the classic Cabin in the Woods horror movie, but with a twist.
Okay.
I don't mind it. It gets a lot of praising. So like Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 91. Ebert's got a 3 out of 4, but I think Ebert had actually passed by then, so that's not actually Ebert. That's just his website. Just pull up when Roger Ebert passed away, and I'll be able to let you. We'll be able to do it that way because his website still rates movies even though he's gone.
Cool.
Let's see. We probably just could have looked up Roger Ebert. Just pull that out. Yeah.
Okay.
Google's trying too hard.
It is trying to.
Okay, so he would die a year later. So that one actually is him.
Cool.
That is a terrible photo they picked for him.
No.
Yeah, Ebert had
post-surgery.
Yeah. Ebert had a weird thing where it's like sometimes the movies he hated, I feel like he hated them for the wrong reasons, because like sometimes I got the feeling he held how he felt about an actor's previous movie going into the next.
Yeah.
There's nothing to prove that.
No, and it's like...
But that's the feeling I got from Ebert.
He was basically holding a grudge.
For instance, he gave Disney's Hercules a bad rating because James Woods' two thumbs way, way up joke. Because Roger Ebert and Schuster, I do believe was his partner. Or no,
Siskel?
Yeah, Siskel. Sorry, Schuster is the comic book guy. Yeah, Siskel. Ebert and Siskel would each do a thumbs up, and so it'd be two thumbs up, or two thumbs way up.
Yeah.
So James Wood makes a joke in Hercules where he goes two thumbs way, way up. Pissed Ebert off, so he gave the movie a bad rating.
That's petty. Yeah. Like, the movie was great.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
The music, fucking spectacular. That's
one of the ones where when they decide live action time, I'm going to be like, okay, well, if it ain't fucking DeVito, I don't care.
Oh, you right.
Like, if it ain't DeVito, I don't care.
Oh, you right.
He's still out there acting. He's done Disney work. He's in fucking Dumbo.
You're right. If they better not screw that up. DeVito as Phil.
So
if that isn't happening for Hercules live action, I'm done.
I just officially started watching It's Always Sunny.
Oh, how do you like it?
I was enjoying it, and then DeVito showed up, and now I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, DeVito showed up, and I was like,
yeah.
Quincy, choose your next words very carefully.
DeVito made it so much better. Not that it was bad, because it wasn't. But
oh, God. Like, every other line is gold from him.
One of the ones that was killing me that was simple is, I want your daughter's hand in marriage. Okay. Just done. Okay. But no, so yeah, Ebert gave it, what was it? Go back to
3.
Cabin in the Woods? It was a 3 out of 4?
3 out of 4.
So that's pretty high praises
pretty
for
good.
it. It's Joss. It's definitely got a twist. I enjoy the movie, but it was definitely one of those movies where everyone was just like, oh, this movie. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Lauren really likes it.
I've never seen it.
It'll catch you off guard. Don't watch any trailers. Don't watch any footage ahead of time.
I watched the OG trailer.
That's fine. But a lot of the videos like to show one of the best moments in the movie. A lot of fucking like horror countdowns.
Like
I
kind of want to ask you, but I'm afraid it'll.
They like to show a character death.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because it is just such a what the fuck moment.
Okay.
They really like to show a character death, and it's like it's a great moment in the movie you need to experience organically.
Okay. So that'll be up there somewhere.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods will be up there. Now,
what else?
I feel like you need to see some slashers. Have you seen the full Scream franchise, all 4?
I've seen 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, 4 is actually pretty good.
I don't remember 3, so I mean we can watch
3 is the one where they go to Hollywood because the movie that's being made about
that, and they get to go to it. Yeah.
Yeah, they go to like
okay, then yes, I did see 3. It was that one's one of the ones I barely
2's
remember.
the one that's she's in college, but it starts out with Jada Pinkett Smith at the movies.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are my favorite horror movies is the Scream franchise, but 4 is one where she goes back to Woodsboro.
Okay, then 4 will probably be up there then.
It's got Emma Roberts in it. She's one of the main actresses. She wasn't from the original seasons, but she showed up in Coven, I think, and has just been there ever since for American Horror Story.
Okay.
I've actually heard she's not that great of a person, but she does well in the role. Other slasher movies, there would be, the Halloweens, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I wanna see the new one.
The new one was really good. Yeah. Me and Lauren saw it in theaters. I would definitely suggest seeing the new one. My Bloody Valentine. So, have you seen that one?
I heard that it got way too much hype for what it was, but
so the original is great.
Okay.
3D is a remake.
Yes.
With Jensen Ackles.
Yes.
So Dean from Supernatural. Yes. The problem is they basically tell you who the killer is in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
But is that a problem for this? Oh.
Because you in the original, you were left guessing the entire time. So if we watch these, we'll do a double feature. We'll watch the first one and then watch this remake, or we can watch one night and one a different night.
Okay.
But we'll have to have you watch the original first, because they do ruin the who is it, because there's kind of like a mystery where they're trying to figure out as the killings are going on, because of why the killings are happening. They're trying to use the history to trace who the killer could be.
Okay.
And like I said, this one kind of ruins it in the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
What else we got here? So Sorority Row's okay. Hatchet's actually really good. So Hatchet is a 2006 slasher, so it doesn't make sense because these slashers were big in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Hatchet actually did really well.
Okay.
The original Psycho, great.
Yeah.
You've seen the original Texas Chainsaw, right?
Yes.
Original Nightmare?
Yes. And so, the second one.
Remember the scene in Texas Chainsaw where he's got the chainsaw in his hands and he's just thrashing around? He got his hair caught in the fucking chainsaw. The actor did. Yeah. It got caught in the fucking chainsaw while he's whipping it around like that. He ended up being okay, but no. Yeah, because he got too into it. He's just fucking thrashing around, holding this motherfucker. I know what you did last summer. Just got announced for having a TV show that they're gonna release on Amazon. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe
1 was 2 was ugh. Even with Jack Black being in it. Have you seen Sleepaway Camp?
No.
Okay, that one's got to go on the list.
Okay.
That one's got a big twist, so don't look anything up for that one.
Okay. I'm not gonna look up anything for any of these.
Okay.
So Sleepaway Camp, Hatchet, My Bloody Valentine original, and the Texas Chainsaw remake. You said?
Oh no, the remake's shit.
Oh okay. No, the remake's fucking garbage. Get that out.
The remake. The best way I can describe it is I know people that'll piss themselves watching horror movies. They laugh watching the remake.
Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't good. What else we got here? Skip through a little bit more. You've seen the Fright Night movies, right?
You showed me them.
Okay. Have you seen Candyman?
No.
Okay, that's got to be added to the list. That's Tony Todd. Bees.
Bees. Oh, that's right. You had mentioned that there was the remake where
they're doing a remake, and at first he wasn't part of it, and now they've kind of fixed that.
Yeah.
Prom Night's good. House on Sorority Row is not bad. Child's Play, I'm sure you've seen.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen the newer ones like the Cult of Chucky and
Bride of Chucky? I want to say Child's Play.
So what? Child's Play? Child's Play 2.
Yeah.
Child's Play 3.
And
then they did Bride of Chucky.
That was that was when they got edgy with
They did Bride of Chucky, which wasn't terrible.
It wasn't great either.
I enjoyed it. And then they did Seed of Chucky, and that one was crap.
Okay.
And then I do believe after that's when he fixed all of it because he did Curse and Cult. Curse and Cult are great if you haven't seen them.
I mean, yeah, we can throw those on the list if you want to throw them on there.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually currently making a list as we discuss this.
Yes, he is jotting it down. Hey, let's watch Halloween H2O.
I didn't like H2O.
I don't know. I heard it was the worst of the
No. I think you're thinking Resurrection.
Am I?
Yeah. So H2O has LL Cool J. Resurrection has Busta.
Okay.
That's the one where Busta walks around throughout the whole movie narrating what he's doing, like getting up to answer this door and shit like that.
Poor Busta.
I like Busta, but that was rough.
I didn't know Alone in the Dark had a movie.
It's got 2.
Oh, that's right, the fucking Uwe Ball movie.
Yeah, there's the 1982 one, and then there's the Uwe Ball movie.
Yeah. Ball. Yeah, no.
I'm not sure that actually 82 is based off a video game. I think it just has the same name.
I know. I figured as much. Actually, yep.
No, okay, yeah, based on the popular video game. Okay, so I wasn't sure. Maniac is good. They did a remake with The Hobbit. What's his name? Elijah Wood. It was okay. It kind of had to really get past the beginning of that movie. There's more than what this list is giving us, but it gave us some decent ones. We have a couple weeks to work on this still.
Yeah,
we got about a month.
And I mean, who's to say that suspense won't get thrown in there also?
Yeah, well, it won't be just slashers for Halloween. We'll do plenty. So we'll do slashers. We'll do suspense. We're gonna have to do some like the more monster-based ones too. Have you seen Gremlins?
Yes.
Did you see Gremlins 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Where they take over the office building?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lauren hadn't seen that. I had to show her. I was like, "You never see this?" She's like, "Well, sequels are shit." When we first started dating, she was one of those people that thought sequels were shit.
No.
So I fixed that. Don't worry. We're good now.
Me and her both know that you got to kind of go in with your expectations held high, but fine.
So if anyone has any suggestions for horror movies he should see, definitely
tweet us.
I just love the way that spiked.
It's not even that's not even a spike, dude.
No, okay, so no, it didn't spike, but the way it looks.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking funny looking on the damn Audacity.
Yeah.
We'll move on from movies though. So this week we're doing Michael Keaton. Next week we're doing Nicolas Cage, and we'll come at you with whatever the week after that is. We should have it by next week.
Yeah.
I like having a couple weeks figured out at a time. But let's move into the news. Where do you want to start?
Let's stick with movies.
Okay, do you want to hit D23 then?
Well,
or do you want to hit this?
Let's hit this real quick.
Go ahead and hit this.
So, Metro 2033, one of my favorite video game franchises, started off with Stalker and all that. And I love Stalker. Fucking love Clear Sky. Clear Sky is probably one of my favorite exploration-style shooter games. They're wanting to do a movie for it. Okay. I'm okay with this, considering the success of the Amazon exclusive Chernobyl. So I'm like, if you can make a guy named Artyom live through the claustrophobic metro system all the way up to the radiated surface and have a good story to tell, do it. I'm okay with this. I would love to see Artyom's story in a feature film.
I just feel like maybe it should be
Get out of here,
a
Stalker.
TV show.
I think a miniseries would have been
Like, yeah,
a little bit better.
because like I feel like there's so much to try to fit in. Maybe they're thinking sequels.
Maybe sequels.
But sometimes it's just sequels take so long that I feel like lately TV or miniseries is the way to go with certain things, and I feel like this is one of those things.
I can concur, but I think they're just brushing their toes into the water.
Seeing how it goes for now.
Yeah.
Okay. You never know. They could do a movie and then decide to do a miniseries after that.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, we're not out of the realm of connecting television to movies. I mean, look at what Marvel's done.
Marvel has kind of juggled a little bit to try and make us understand their universe.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's not too bad, and we got a little bit of news on that a little bit later.
A little bit.
a little bit of a lot. But I'm excited to see a video game and book series getting more recognition, especially the Metro, especially Stalker, because I don't see this being bad. I don't know how it could become bad, because Metro is Chernobyl, but trying to it expanded further. Like you got.
Is it because of Chernobyl?
Chernobyl was one of the helping points of it.
Okay, I thought I wasn't
radiation
sure if it was...
went all the way to St. Petersburg, all the way to Moscow.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just Chernobyl, if it was nuclear war.
It was a nuclear war that was caused by a civil war.
Okay.
So it was Russia against Russia.
Oh, okay.
So it was an interesting idea.
Wow.
And then you have...
I've played a little bit of 2033. I haven't played the full game franchise, and I've never read the books.
Did you... So. I don't want to spoil it, but it's the only way to really understand. Do you mind a little bit?
No, go ahead.
In 2033, did you run into one of the creatures that was cloaked and then touched Artyom?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Because there's a whole angle about these wild creatures that can turn invisible, but Artyom can talk to them.
Okay.
And he's the only one that can do that because he has some form of mutation because he was left out in the radiation when he was young.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, it's a good angle. It's a really good story to tell.
Where do you think the whole mutation thing from radiation started? I mean, it's big
Actual.
Well, I mean, it's big in Japan because we dropped the bombs on them. I get that.
We didn't drop radiation on them. We dropped just high yield explosive.
We dropped nuclear bombs on them that caused radiation. It caused fallout.
Are you? I want to say.
Yeah.
I want to say it was just a high yield explosive. It
No,
wasn't.
it was radioactive.
Oh yeah, it was.
It's uranium. Yep.
Okay.
Uranium-235.
Okay.
We dropped 2 of those fuckers.
We did. Little boy.
We threatened them with a third that we didn't have.
We would have.
But we didn't have it. We were
would've.
banking on them. We were banking on them going, please stop, and it worked.
And now look at Hiroshima. They're all crazy, full with weird Japanese animes.
Yeah. Well, coping.
Mm.
But so obviously with them, because it's weird.
We're liking it more than the Japanese people.
Well, it's a weird thing to look at because we've got things where it's like radiation creates superheroes. We have Spider-Man and things like that.
I think in controlled doses, yes.
But then you've got Japan, who radiation creates monsters, Godzilla, and things like that. So the good and the bad. It was our savior, so our superheroes are created by it. It was their downfall, so their monsters are created by it. It's an interesting thing to look at.
You just got real deep.
It's something I've thought about.
Yeah, all right.
But now I'm just saying with, it's just become part of storytelling now because 2033, radiation, he's now changed a little bit and he can interact with these creatures also created by the radiation. Or you've got like Fallout where so many different things are created by the radiation.
Fallout's another good one.
But an interesting thing is how many things in Fallout actually aren't created by the bombs. Like the super mutants, not created by the bombs. The Deathclaws, not created by the bombs. Those are all things that were created by experiments. So, do you want to continue with movies?
I don't think I have anything else. I mean, there's D23.
Yeah, I've got D23. We can wait on that if you want.
Yeah, no, let's hit D23. Let's hit it.
Okay.
All right, let's stretch it out.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Disney did its yearly convention, D23, which I hope to one day go to.
Literally the day after we had finished up with that podcast, first day I look at just the list of things that was on both Fandom, IGN, fucking Polygon. I was just like,
just fucking Disney itself.
I was just like, holy shit.
So, see if you can pull me up a list or do their latest news thing. That'll work. So, there's a lot that I want to already talk about, and I'm going to start with Star Wars.
Go for it.
So, we got an actual full image of Star Wars timeline, which shows where Mandalorian is going to take place. And we got the Mandalorian trailer, which looks fucking amazing.
It made me go, damn, I'm glad that you pulled me into Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't pulled into Star Wars then, if I had saw that, I would have been like, yo, Quincy, we got to see these movies.
I'd be like, bitch, we? But one of the other things...
Let's face it, you rewatch them.
Oh, I would rewatch them, but the way you're saying we as if I hadn't.
We watching these.
I fucking rewatched them plenty of times. When I bought the box set for the original 6, I sat down and just kind of went, I'm gonna just pick a random one and pull the disc out and just watch the Star Wars movie to celebrate buying the box set. So Mandalorian, we got its marker on the timeline and everything. It definitely looks like this is post Sarlacc pick. So Disney's still going with. Originally, fans had decided Boba Fett would have survived the Sarlacc pick. He's badass. He's got the jetpack.
Didn't he do it twice?
The Sarlacc pick?
Yeah.
I think just once.
Okay.
And Lucas was like, yeah, why not? But we never actually got any footage of it. And it's looking like Disney's supporting that by doing The Mandalorian.
Smart.
Yeah, very smart. We also got the fact that the current Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland has a timeline and story to it. It takes place during the current trilogy. So that was actually really interesting too.
Go ahead.
As for anything else Star Wars, the next thing was the new trailer for Rise of Skywalker, but that was actually, I think, post D23. Still saw it, loved it. They did nice referencing back to the original movies all before they showed us anything new. They kind of went through all, 8 movies that we have right now to lead up to the current. Very happy with that. And then we got all kinds of Marvel news. We got news about Spider-Man, sadly. That was a very sad moment. But then we got Moon Knight. How fucking hyped are you for that?
I went, Quincy, there's Moon Knight. And then you were like, yeah, there's also this and this. And I was like, yeah, I was about to say that, but Moon Knight, though.
So I'm very excited.
We are very excited.
He'll be Disney Plus. We're also getting She-Hulk, which I'm very excited for. But I'm curious if it's going to be She-Hulk or if it's going to be a lawyer story. Because she's a lawyer.
She is a lawyer. Isn't Bruce Banner's
cousin?
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was niece.
Cousin. And she becomes Hulk because she needs a blood transfusion. He's the only one that matches.
Oh.
And then we also got, what was the third show that they announced? It was
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel, that's right. Which I'm kind of hoping Captain Marvel shows up a little bit in that. That'd be nice.
That'd be
get both the Marvels together. It'd be a nice little fun thing.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for all 3 of those. And then we got the timeline for the upcoming movies. For instance, I think 2022 will be the next Black Panther. We got more of the cast for the Eternals. The guy that plays Jon Snow is confirmed for the Eternals, just not as who. Lauren was kind of hoping that when it was first announced he was going to do Disney before they actually said he was in Eternals, that he would be the new Wolverine.
He would have done a good Wolverine.
I just kind of worry that it's just like everyone goes, well, he has long hair, so he's hairy, he's Wolverine,
Fuck off.
We got an announcement about a new Muppets show.
And Muppet Babies.
Oh, Muppet Babies is back too. Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, Disney Junior is having a new lineup as a part of their Disney Plus. So I'm like,
Nice.
they're wanting to recreate childhood, like how we grew up with DuckTales, Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
They want to keep trying to do that.
It worked the first time.
Yeah,
and it's something that the parents will let their kids watch because they watched it.
Yeah,
that's one of the big things. What was the biggest thing you ever heard from your parents of the shit you watch, the shit you listen to, compared to the shit I watch, the shit I listen to? Maybe your parents didn't say shit, mine did.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, I concur. There was a few here's and there's. My mom would watch ER.
Yeah, luckily in my case, I listened to classic rock, so I never got the your music versus my music, because it was like, what my music, fucking
my music is your music,
is your music, so I never had to worry about that.
Yeah, so it's like that. But me, I started going to the alternative scene when I was like 16, 17, and I started listening to the harder grunge nonsense, and then mindless self-indulgence, and then music around that one.
Also, in my case, my mother was very young, so even when it did come to things that weren't classic rock, she was already listening to it.
Yeah, you're right.
In my case, I got lucky there.
With music you got lucky, with cartoons you got lucky. I mean, I'm just happy that they are wanting to keep expanding on the same thing that they have for the last ever.
Yeah.
We
got a few other things. They did Descendants 3 officially came out with a nice little tribute for the actor that passed away.
Oh, good.
That wasn't really a D23 thing, but
it says D23 exclusive.
I was gonna say I don't think he was like. I think they acknowledged all of it during D23.
I get you.
People were setting up murals outside for Spidey.
Yeah, I'm sure those are gonna get swept away.
They announced, what was the other thing that they announced? Oh, they gave the trailer for Lady and the Tramp. So
yeah, and I mean, it looked good. From me watching it, it looked good. It looked okay. It didn't look.
Just not interested.
Yeah, I mean, would it be something I watch? No. Would it, if I had a son or daughter that I would love to lean in toward the Disney classics, would it be a good starting point? Instead of watching cartoon one, I'd probably watch the live action one. Sure.
No, I think my kids watch the cartoons.
Yeah. I mean,
a few other things that we got where they gave a bit of a sneak peek to the ride that's not open for Galaxy's Edge yet. I can't really describe that. You're gonna have to just go look at it. Like, that's not something I can give you much on.
Look at it.
But it was very Marvel centric. I felt it was more Marvel than anything because they gave us the full Phase 4 timeline Phase 4 timeline.
Phase 4.
Including the fact that they're doing a whole Avengers thing at Epcot.
And it looks good.
Yeah, they've got concept art up. It's looking pretty good. I'm wondering, because they've got Black Widow running on the roof and Cap running on the roof. I'm wondering if they're going to put Black Widow and Cap statues there, or if they're suggesting that there's going to be a live-action show that happens at certain times.
Well,
because Disney does do live-action shows, like in the Frontierland, they have like the shootout and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So maybe they or like over at the outdoor restaurant in Tomorrowland, they have the whole Jedi Academy thing. That they do. So I'm wondering if maybe that's what they're thinking of for the new Marvel thing for Disney World.
And then they have the next portion, which is the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah, I do believe that's another thing that Disney World's getting, because Disneyland doesn't have the space, sadly. Yeah. Disney World did just open their Galaxy's Edge today or yesterday, and it was immediately at capacity. Instantly.
Jesus Christ.
People are loving it.
Yeah.
The other big news is they confirmed that I'm spacing on his name.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor, thank you. Will be back as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I love it.
Yep.
That means we're getting a little bit of good learner stuff.
I'm assuming it'll be after episode 3, but way before episode 4, A New Hope.
Yeah, of course.
We're probably going to see the time of Obi between those.
When he turns from Obi to Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the alternative was shit went haywire and Obi went and just lived in the fucking desert for the next 14 years.
Yeah, but there's got to be some substance to it.
Yeah, something.
Because Order 66 and Ben, there's a big gap there.
Yeah. I mean, shit went down. It's just, was he involved? And we're going to get to see some of that.
Yeah.
They announced the new Lizzie McGuire show, which will be basically a millennial living in New York, dealing with her life, and Hilary Duff is back to play her. It will be a continuation. The big question is, will they do the little animated Lizzie still? And what will she look like now? So that's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm hoping everything turns out well on that. Kevin Feige announced 3 live-action series, the Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, and She-Hulk. So we already brushed up on that. What is this?
It's a new comic, I do believe.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah, either scroll up or scroll down. I'm not sure where it's going to be at. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. This one I think is anime. Yeah, it's a new animated series. That was the other thing. What If is actually going to be animated. It won't be a movie like I originally thought. And so they debuted the first image of What If, which is Peggy Carter being Captain Britain.
Okay.
So it looked interesting. They also announced Monsters at Work, which will be a Monsters Inc. Show that will be on Disney Plus. And I don't know what this one is. Soulful. Soulful.
Yeah, the movie is just called Soul.
Okay. Interesting. It's a new thing from Pixar. I guess I missed that one. I wasn't able to watch the full D23 Expo thing.
It talks about the true passion of jazz and all that.
Cool.
So I mean,
I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't really listen to jazz, but I'm not against it.
I'm not against it either. I like jazz. Raya and the Last Dragon is another movie that was propelled.
Yeah, I think that one's just regular Disney animation, right?
Yep, and okay. November 25th, 2020.
Yeah, they've got a lot coming out towards the end of 2020 and a lot through to 2022. They announced some new floats for Disneyland. They announced a new run on the cruise ships. A few more upgrades to Epcot. I guess Epcot's probably seeing lower numbers with everything that they're doing to Epcot right now. They brought Dick Van Dyke out, which is great because, I mean, he's fucking Dick Van Dyke.
He is Dick Van Dyke.
Like, just gotta leave it at that.
Yeah, you cannot mess with Dick Van Dyke.
There was just a lot of concept art shown too for things like they showed what looks like the Nova ships for
that's Milano.
We got the ones on the sides of the Nova ships.
Yeah.
For like a Guardians themed ride for the upcoming Epcot Marvel. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Marvel expansion. I'm hoping some of this hits Disneyland because I don't see my ass going to Florida anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
But it was definitely a very big D23.
Oh yeah.
But this does lead me into something else.
Go for it.
From now till September 2nd, this deal is available if you are a D23 member, which is free. Just go in to their website, sign up for the newsletters and everything like that, and you can get this if you decide you want it. Now, what it is coming November 12th is Disney Plus, which we know. Mm-hmm. They are doing $7 a month or $70 for a year. But if you're a D23 member, you can get it at an annual price of $210 for 3 years. So it's basically buy 2, get 1 free. It's just Disney Plus. It doesn't include ESPN Plus. It doesn't include Hulu. This is if you only want Disney Plus. This offer is only until September 2nd. Just sign up and you can actually pay the $210 now, and you get, starting November 12th, you get 3 years of Disney Plus.
Yeah, so basically it's like a faith thing, but then again, it's Disney, so I'm pretty sure that faith is going to be turned.
Yeah, I mean, we've got we're launching with, I think, one Marvel show this year, and Mandalorian, and then we're slated to get Marvel shows pretty much every year, including WandaVision,
Moon Knight,
She-Hulk,
Miss Marvel,
Falcon, and Winter Soldier.
Holy shit!
Yeah, there's a few others in there too.
Shit.
So like, it's a pretty good deal. The only reason I'm not doing it is because I already have Hulu, and they've currently got a membership where it's Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus for like $13 a month or $14 a month.
That's not bad.
That's the ad version of Hulu.
Wow.
So they haven't announced a plan with the ad-free version of Hulu, but it's gonna be a thing.
It's gonna be a thing. It'll probably be 15, 16.
Well, no, I pay $11 for ad-free. And so I'm assuming it'll probably be closer to 20. So, which is fine. You're getting 3 streaming services for $20 and no advertisements.
Yeah,
I mean,
fine.
you're getting ESPN, so that's all kinds of fucking sports.
You're right.
And then all of Disney Plus and all of Hulu. And Disney Plus is actually going to be Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Nat Geo, and Lucas. So it's not. Don't.
That's a lot of nuts.
You say Disney Plus, your mind immediately goes to fucking Mickey Mouse and shit like that, which he'll be there.
He'll be there.
But you get the entire everything Star Wars, except for the Christmas special.
I'm putting dollars to bills that they're gonna find it and put it up there.
Oh, Lucas has made it his goal to destroy every copy he can find. I'm dead fucking serious. Like, he destroys them when he finds them.
Did he direct it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was his idea.
Oh no.
I don't know why he did it. Have you ever watched it?
I did.
Did you watch the riff tracks?
No.
Go watch the riff tracks.
I will watch the riff tracks.
It's the only way you can make it through it successfully.
D23 was big.
It was big.
And speaking of the convention, even while we were doing last week's last week's podcast,
yes,
another con was going on that was still going on. It was fucking Gamescom.
Well, yeah, and before we get into Gamescom, they even had merchandise you can't buy anywhere else at D23.
Oh, you're right.
Including things like the hat Captain Marvel was wearing and like a special fucking D23 box that they were doing. And they were fair prices too. It was like $30 for the hat. You know?
Yeah.
There was all kinds of shit. It was a hell of a fucking event this year.
It was just like I think a month ago when they were announcing like the Black Widow thing and the hat and the fucking patch set was going for fucking astronomical.
Well, that hat was at Comic-Con.
That's it. It was at Comic-Con.
But despite the Sony Spider-Man Fallout, they did have a giant mural that he was still part of. So that was nice. He came out on stage and thanked everyone, told everyone he loves them 3000, did the whole fucking thing. Says he does plan on doing Sony's movies. So
I mean, there's still plans there. We just hope that Sony don't fuck it up.
They're going to fuck it up. Look at Venom. Look at Spider-Man 3.
Look at Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. That's animated.
I'm just saying.
They put the trust in the animated people, and they did us well. They seem to fuck up when they go live action for some reason. So
yeah, okay.
But yeah, we can move on to Gamescom.
Gamescom only had not a lot afterwards. Not a lot of because they seem to have hit hard on the first couple of days that we've already talked about. We looked at a few of the indie scene things and a few of the other AAA titles. I don't want to call them AAA because there are game companies that I've never heard of, so it's hard to really call them AAA. But Telltale's coming back.
I have mixed feelings.
I do as well. I just from the rumor and the speculation that they are being revived underneath Skybound, but it's hard to say. They are wanting to recreate everything. They already still have everything, such as the rights to Wolf Among Us and the Batman set.
Well, have you seen? I showed you the photos of how Skybound has changed the art for this upcoming version of the original run of Telltale's Walking Dead.
Yes, they did a little bit of.
So I'm wondering if that's what they're talking about when they're saying they've got the rights, they want to redo it.
Not for Walking Dead. They already sold it off.
No, I'm not something I'm talking about.
Oh,
you're saying that the rumors are Telltale is coming back under Skybound.
From the rumor, yes.
That's the rumor. Skybound's the one that did The Walking Dead, is doing The Walking Dead re-release with it looking like that.
Correct.
So I'm saying is, I'm wondering if when they say they're talking about they want to redo the other ones, if that's what they're talking about, they want to give it that other look that Skybound's been working on.
Maybe.
Since it's going to be the same company.
Yeah, I mean,
if this rumor's true.
Yeah, but I mean, even still, Telltale still owns the rights to them, even though they went under. So maybe they're coming back strong. I'm hoping, because
I want Wolf Among Us 2.
I want Wolf Among Us 2.
I want Batman 3.
Have you even finished Batman 2?
Shut up.
I'm honest. I was just asking a question.
Just because I want it doesn't mean I have to know everything leading up to it.
I'm just saying.
Do you want to? Is that? Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
I am.
But we came up with a good possible reasoning.
Yeah.
So they announced the Games with Gold games for September.
Yeah.
Hitman the full first season, which pisses me off because one, I already own it twice. I own physical and digital, and two, because it has been in the free section of Xbox for probably a year or two. And so it's like, oh, hey, that game everyone already has, that's what we're giving you for free.
Yeah.
And then the next thing they were doing is We Were Here, which I have not actually experienced, but you knew a little bit about it.
Me and Goon did a bit of it on the channel.
Okay. I don't watch your shit. No,
That's fine. That's fine.
That one will be September 16th to October 15th, so that's the one that will cross over to next month.
Yeah.
The current crossover from this month, I do believe, where is it? Earth Defense Force 2025, is that which one it was? That was the one that's crossing over from last month into this.
EDF.
And then we're getting Tekken.
Okay.
Tag Tournament 2.
Oh, he stabbed me.
That one will be from September 16th to September 30th.
Just Barry. If it was Tekken 7, I'd be like, ooh, that's a really good pull. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Oh.
Well, I'm not going to do 7. 7's 2-0.
I would prefer it over fucking Tekken Tag Tournament.
Now, Tekken Tag Tournament or Tekken 6?
I'll take 6.
Really?
I will take 6. I'll take 5 is actually really nice, but
Didn't Street Fighter do a bunch of these versions where it was like, instead of it just being Street Fighter 2, it was like Street Fighter Tag Tournament type of things?
They did, but some of them weren't bad. They of course did Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which was good. And then they did Street Fighter, I want to say First Impact had a fucking co-op. I know Third Impact didn't. I would have to dig back in, but even still, yeah, they had their ups and downs, but even still, with their downs, they learned from it.
Yeah.
The only one that they didn't was Street Fighter vs. Tekken. Cross Tekken.
I think the problem there wasn't even Street Fighter, because Street Fighter's side of the game worked just fine.
You're right.
It was the Tekken side of the game that was broken. Because it was Street Fighter controls on Tekken characters.
Correct.
Yeah, it wasn't too impressed with Games with Gold this month, but our thought process was, oh wait, Borderlands 3 is coming.
Yeah, Borderlands 3, Blair Witch.
I think there was one or two other ones that were launching the Game Pass.
Destiny 2.
Yeah,
DLC?
Destiny 2's DLC is dropping.
So, yeah, me and him were both just like, there's a lot of big games coming out.
Yeah, so I'm assuming they were like, let's take a lighter Gold this month, and we'll come back strong in October.
We hope.
Hopefully. We will play... Blair Witch drops tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the 1st?
Is it the 1st? I thought it was tomorrow. Let's see. No. September 11th, 2016.
Wow.
That was the third movie.
Oh my god.
Yep, July 16th, 1999.
I swear to God.
It's right there. There you go. Google.
August 30th. So yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, so it drops tomorrow, so we will come with a review for that on the 5th, next Thursday episode.
Yeah, because it said it was going to be on Game Pass, so...
Yeah, no, it's launching the Game Pass on launch, so I'm down for it.
I am also down for it. I might actually download it as well.
I need to clear space. I just downloaded a game last night so I could fucking help you get through it. Don't give me that look.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, it is a trudge to get... I'm not even halfway through the game from what I've been told.
Fuck, if we didn't have movies tonight, I would just send your ass home so we could play.
Shit, I'm down.
No, we gotta do the movies.
Let's start the movies ASAP so we'll get like an hour of game time in.
All right, let's move on. What's next?
After it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's all you, man.
So for those who don't know, I like World of Warcraft. Not as much to keep playing it now, but I do enjoy, its community. Its community has been either really, really nice to one another or really, really toxic. And the toxic doesn't necessarily breed hate. It's more along the lines of just trolling. Fourth strength leather belt.
Yeah, the ventrilo harassments.
Correct. But World of Warcraft, for celebrating 15 years, it took me a while to actually be like, holy shit, this game did launch 15 years ago. And they released World of Warcraft Classic, which brought everything back to the good old days from, I believe, Burning Crusade. So I was like, okay, cool. And it looks spectacular. There was an in-game line to just grind mobs at the very beginning. There was a line, and there was just a whole bunch of people chatting it up and yucking it up before they were like, okay, next 2, go.
I've got nothing against this game. But every time I think about this game, I can't help but think of the South Park episode.
Like, real talk, at this point, it's kind of getting about that level of there's that one player.
Wow. That's the second time I made that joke. You did not appreciate it anymore this time around.
No. But the fact that World of Warcraft Classic is also, you have to wait in a queue for upwards of 2 hours to get into what server you enjoyed back when.
That kind of sounds like, going to a theme park at this point.
Yeah. And same thing with going back to your old stomping roots. If you had a name that you had during WoW Classic and you were known and you tried using your name and they're like, no, that name is taken, they're like, oh. Soda Poppin had that issue where he was like, oh yeah, I was the Popster, or something like that. And he'd type it in, that name is taken. Oh.
So is it's blocking the old account?
No, someone else claims it before they did.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, so it's almost as if the website thing you were telling me about before.
Oh, right, where you can buy a website and then try to sell it to the person who it actually is. Yeah. There's a comedian that talked about that. I don't remember who it was, but he talks about the fact that he starts to hit it off, and he's like, all right, time to launch a website, and he goes to make the website, and his domain name's already taken, so he hits the guy up that has it. He's like, yeah, because it was literally just his name.
Yeah.
Like, say his name was Tom Johnson.
It was TomJohnson.com?
It was TomJohnson.com, and the guy, when he contacts the guy goes, yeah, it'll be like $3,000. I'll sell it to you for like $3,000. And he's like, nope. It went and made realTomJohnson.com or theTomJohnson.com or something like that. So just got around the fucking asshole.
Yeah. And now the guy's out the money for the domain.
Yep. Did they update anything for Classic, or is it still Classic?
It made it a little bit more streamlined.
Okay.
It is still the hard taxing. If you're 2 levels under the monster you're fighting, you are going to die.
I more meant what it looks like.
No. It is old. It is old as hell.
I guess that's okay.
Gothar.
I guess everything can't be Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. Let me ask you, if you were to play World of Warcraft right now, Horde or Alliance?
What?
Horde or Alliance?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Good or evil?
Oh. Probably good. I'm also a multiple character person.
You're right.
So,
but the fact that you chose that first.
I'm currently going through Fallout 3 again. This time I made a nerd. He's full on is wearing glasses. He doesn't wear helmets so that I can keep the nerd look going. I fucking was stupid. I fucking made his intelligence 10. I shouldn't have, because one of the first things I fucking do is go and get the intelligence freaking bobblehead
from Rivet City.
I don't know. Intelligence isn't Rivet City.
Yes, it is. It is sitting on Dr. Lynn's desk.
Oh, is that intelligence?
Dr. Zinn? Dr.
Which one do you get from your dad's office?
That one is agility?
No. It's not agility. Well, either way, I went and got the intelligence bobblehead, and I feel fucking stupid, because I'm like, well, I should have just fucking moved at 9, because it's so easy to get. Okay, yeah, okay, it is Rivet City. So then what's the one on your dad's desk, then?
Dr. Lee is her name.
Yeah, Dr. Lee.
I
don't know. Yeah, I made a total nerd character. He has a 3 in strength. Currently can only carry, he's like a level 13 right now and can only carry 180 pounds, 170 pounds worth of shit. Medicine, okay. Yes, because I always get medicine first because it's right there in your dad's office. The one thing I've never understood is there's that thing you can pick in your dad's office, behind the Alpha and Omega thing in your dad's office.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a level 100 lockpick. Is that for when you go back to the vault?
Yes.
Okay. Wasn't sure if that's when you go back to the vault. I've never actually really bothered to go for it when I go back, but yeah, my point is I revisit games or do multiple types of characters. I'm doing a nerd run right now. His intelligence is through the roof.
I actually just started up Fallout 4 again.
Yeah.
And I put on a couple mods that give me the Grayson hand cannon.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to do the Macho Man Mandy Savage Death Claws?
I couldn't find that one on the mod thingy. I would have to probably go to the mod Nexus, and I don't feel like downloading that right now.
Gotcha. I loved that one.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, no, if I were playing WoW Classic, I'd probably do one of each. I mean, that's how I have it for DCUO. I have good and bad.
Okay.
So, you can do 3 characters at once on that, I think?
Yeah.
4 characters at once? Is this... Okay, I was about to say, is the sound off, but I realized it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, you want to cover this?
Yeah, sure. So, going back to Disney and video games at the same time and throwing back, Disney has released a classic games collection, which is Aladdin, which involves all 3 of the game versions between SNES, Genesis, and the Game Boy variant.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for The Lion King, Genesis, SNES, and the Game Boy variant.
Now, here's the funny thing: is the Game Boy variant of The Lion King and the Game Boy variant of SNES weren't that different. Now, wait, yeah, Game Boy and SNES. The Genesis one was very different, but the other 2 for The Lion King wasn't. I'll probably get this. It's coming out on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch. I don't know what I want to get it on. I mean, I don't have a Switch yet, but we're hoping to get one.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think?
I'm neutral. I played Aladdin on the Genesis, and that was tough as nails, but it was very fun. So
it's a very different game on the SNES.
From what I've been told, and I heard the same thing about the Lion King being the most impossible game on the Genesis, while the SNES version was actually kind of nice.
It's a little difficult.
I heard that one of the parents who owned a Genesis and the Lion King says, "You want $20? Get past level 3." And I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I think I'm owed $20 then.
No. But I'm just saying, like, it's
I played the shit out of Lion King on my Game Boy. I still have it. I showed you.
You did. So I mean, I'm excited, I guess.
When do these launch?
Fall.
Okay, and they're $30 US.
So that's not bad for quote unquote.
Is that euro or franc?
You're wrong.
Euro? Okay, 25 euro.
Oh, pound.
Oh, pound. 25 pound.
Pound euro?
Pounds.
Pound euro?
25 pounds.
Pound?
Pound?
Pounds of pounds?
Pound 20.
How much is 100 pounds in pounds?
Yes.
Other
countries hate us.
Yeah, so, sticking on video games.
Do you want me to take this one?
Yeah.
All right, so we've kind of been slowly following Jedi Fallen Order. I'm probably going to get it, but I need a little bit more gameplay before I will 100% say I'm getting it. I have a feeling what you're going to pull up, I've already seen.
Really?
Let's see. He's pulling up Fallen Order gameplay for me. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen this.
Okay, so I'm like, it's basically Dark Souls with a little bit of extra stuff.
Yeah. I want to see. I just want like 1 or 2 more full-on lightsaber fights because I want to see how much of a free flow fight it actually is versus how much of it is they're just gonna make the same moves and you just got to get around them.
Okay.
Because playing Force Unleashed, you didn't really fight too many saber wielding ones, and when you did, it was like the boss battles, and normally they did things like throw shit at you or run away and stuff like that. You know, it wasn't full lightsaber battles. Now, having played, what is the fucking night game by Ubisoft? For Honor. Didn't really like it, but they put a lot more work into the fact of reading your opponent and the different kinds of moves you can make and stuff like that. I'm not expecting this to go that in depth, but I'd like it to be a little bit more than just learning the pattern of the villains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I'm not saying I won't buy the game. I'm just saying I may not pre-order the game without more gameplay.
Okay.
So
there's also a deal for pre-ordering through Walmart or Amazon for the regular editions.
Yeah, so the regular PlayStation 4, Xbox One editions are going to be $50.94 if you pre-order through Walmart or Amazon, as where they're $59.99 through Best Buy, GameStop, and PlayStation Store, or Best Buy, GameStop, and Microsoft Store. Now for PC, Walmart is still doing a pre-order discount that will be $50.94 if you pre-order it through Walmart, as where everything else will be $59.99 at Amazon, Best Buy, Origin. They don't have a release for Steam or for Epic because it is an EA game, so it's going to be through Origin.
Yeah.
But then they have the deluxe edition. Now, can you make this picture bigger?
You betcha I can. Not by much though. Yep.
So if you pre-order, I don't know if there's any bonuses yet. But if you pre-order the deluxe edition, you're going to get an orange lightsaber blade color. What does that say?
Megiddo?
Megiddo campaign hilt. Urban campaign hilt. BD1 skin, which is like an orangish color. That's orange, right?
Yeah, about orange.
Okay. And then they've also got a crimson one, which actually I kind of like that one better.
Yeah, I do.
They also have a crimson mantis skin, which
I believe is your ship.
I was going to say, I think is your ship. Digital art book, which is nice, but I'd rather a physical art book.
I would rather the physical.
And then the director's cut behind the scenes video because they did a lot of motion capture for this game.
Correct.
which is really cool actually. So the deluxe edition is going to run you $69.99 everywhere. That's not really going to change. What is this?
This one is. I think this is just a straight.
The straight pre-order. So just the straight pre-order is getting you the
row?
orange lightsaber, the BD1 skin, the whatever the fuck that hilt was, and the urban hilt. I like both cases. I'm not sure which case I like better.
And then for the exclusive Black Series figure, the exclusive Black Fallen Order bundle includes a Black Series figure. It comes with a standard edition of the game plus a 6-inch figure, but I'm assuming it's going to be the main protagonist.
Yeah, so this is the thing that's pissing me off. So this is a GameStop exclusive. It is... You took it away.
Well, hold on, I'm bringing it up.
$82.98.
Yeah.
You can get it for Xbox or PlayStation. GameStop, for some reason, isn't doing this for PC. GameStop has sold PC games in the past. Why not do this versions? Because PC players might want the statue.
Yeah, and also it doesn't say what the figure is at all.
It's not telling us. And then there's the fact that it's $82.98 and it's only coming with the standard version of the game. So you would still have to go out and buy a season pass.
Yeah.
If they're even doing season passes for this. I'm assuming they are.
They are. They're more than likely going to.
But it's like, really? I'm paying $82.98. So 60 of that's for the game. And then the other
23.
Yeah, is for the statue. Like, I'd rather just fucking buy the statue later on.
It's gonna be exclusive though.
Yeah, but someone's gonna sell it on Amazon
for $20. I doubt.
No, not for $20.
Oh, for higher?
They're probably higher,
okay.
Unless the game sucks and they'll sell it lower.
Oh no, the game looks relatively well.
But yeah, pull up the other cover again. If you go back to the first page.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom? No, up. Right there. I think I like that cover better.
I like that cover.
So the deluxe edition cover, I think I like the deluxe edition cover better. It's kind of the protagonist's face. He's kind of shadowed a little bit. He's got a bit of glow and steam coming off his lightsaber. He's got some kind of circular design in the background. It looks good.
I mean,
now
Respawn's working hard.
Yeah,
I like Respawn.
If you go to the other one, scroll back down. The other one it's a little bit more
classic.
Yeah, it's more of a Star Wars cover because it's the main protagonist in the middle, and then he's kind of doing the thing where like he's the divider of the two sides on the screen. You've got dark side characters on one side, and you've got light side characters on the other. You've got the dark side ships, the light side ships. Like it's very much a Star Wars poster.
Yeah.
So I do really like this cover too because of how much of a Star Wars poster it is. But I don't know.
We'll find out. We'll find out with a little bit more gameplay. But then again, I showed you that game. This one. So I'm like,
I'll probably end up getting the deluxe edition if I do get it. So I'll probably end up with the other cover. But if someone wanted to send me their extra cover, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, right.
What else we got?
Okay, I'm just making sure that it was on.
The sale price is still going. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk about it.
No, you can talk about it. You found it.
Yeah, I did find it. So Batman 80th Anniversary Collection is on Blu-ray and on sale right now through Amazon for $73.93. Now, Quincy was like, okay, that sounds great, but what does it entail? Well, it's the Batman animated series.
The complete fucking animated series, a documentary, features, and audio commentary.
Yes. As well as Batman I'm just going to say the subtitle to him. Mask of the Phantasm, Mystery of the Batwoman, Gotham Knight, Superman Batman Public Enemies, Under the Red Hood, Superman Batman Apocalypse, Year 1, Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2, Son of Batman, Assault on Arkham vs. Robin, Bad Blood, Killing Joke, Return of the Caped Crusaders, Batman and Harley Quinn, Gotham by Gaslight, Batman Ninja. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think the only thing that would make this better is if they threw in Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I would be willing to pay more for it too, though. That's the thing. Like, if they did throw in Batman Beyond and that price tag went up, I'd be okay with it.
Well, good news, IGN. You guys have gotten better, so I'm going to give you a little bit of praise on this. You guys even threw in the Batman Beyond animated series box set announced at Comic-Con is also on sale on Amazon.
You know what sucks is I already own a version of the box set. The original box set they did on DVD, I own. I would love this new one because it
comes with a Funko Pop.
Comes with a Funko Pop, which looks amazing.
It's Sheen.
Yeah, and then it comes with like these animation things.
The stills.
They're not animation stills.
No.
They're like little posters.
They're
cardstock.
Yeah. What do they call? They call them prints.
Yeah, there you go. They're like prints. And then it's like a nice folding case.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But this is nice. But it's $89.30, and I already own the entire series and the movie.
Yeah.
So probably not gonna do it. Oh, the
Godzilla.
Yeah, Showa
Criterion
era.
Collection.
Thank you. It's 164 because it's all of them.
It is everything.
It's a very nice box too.
It is. Yeah.
I've seen this in person. I like it.
Okay, enough shopping, but damn.
Stop shopping.
But even still, for $73.93 for all of that Batman, that's a lot of Batman for very inexpensive.
I like a lot of Batman.
Yeah, that's a lot of Batman for a lot of money.
I'd pay money for a lot of Batman. I'm trying to see if I can make this sound dirty, and it's just not working. I'm going to let you take this. I know I'm the one that mentioned it, but because this is your game series.
I love Yakuza. Yakuza is a very good series. I played 1 through 5. I need to get into 6, because 6 is apparently one of the major turn points, and I, of course, played 0. Yakuza 7 is going to be coming out in 2020, but it changes up both combat and the main protagonist, and apparently it's not going to be in Kamurocho. I don't know how to feel about this. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Sega and how they create the Yakuza series, but I don't know how to feel about this right this moment. It's the fact that, they're making a turn-based fighting. I don't know. Judgment did well, apparently. Forgot to really do an update on that, but Judgment changed up the actor and sold well here over the States. They did it quick.
Now, where does Judgment fit in the timeline?
Judgment is supposed to be after 4, but before 6. 5 is somewhere happening in the middle.
Because they also did 0, right?
0's way in the past.
Yeah, and 0 is supposed to be before everything, but came out more recently and everything. It's a prequel.
Yeah, 0 is how did Kiryu get his true anger, if you will.
Does that name stand for something?
Kiryu? Dragon?
Ooh, really?
I think Kiryu is of dragon.
Fuck, I need that name.
Kiryu meaning...
I'm renaming myself.
You're gonna be Kiryu?
Yeah, I'm gonna be Dragon. Kiryu.
What does Kiryu mean?
You are very... what?
Fortunate?
And kind.
Let's see what this means.
I don't want that name then. It's still cool, but... You looked up Fortunate and Google goes, did you mean Fortnite?
I hate this. I hate it so much. It might be Kazuma. It might be Kazuma. What does Kazuma mean? Wow, we're getting a lot of Kazumas because there's a lot.
Yeah, the problem is we're taking the American spellings of these names.
True Harmony. So no, I forgot what.
Okay, well then just look up what dragon is in Japanese.
Oh.
Because now I'm just curious. I love it. You type in dragon, it goes Inhabit.
Dorogon, but it translates out to Ryujin.
Ryujin?
Ryujin.
I could be with Ryujin. I could do Ryujin. I could also do Dorugon.
Dorogon.
I gotta work on dialects if I'm gonna start learning languages again.
Yeah.
I should probably finish learning the one language I know the most of before I go and pick up another.
Yeah. Start fizzling out the dyslexia and be like, no more.
The dyslexia actually isn't really the problem with learning a language as much as how the people teach me the language. Because French I took to pretty well, but Spanish was a very different kind of teaching, and that's the one I had troubles with.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but dyslexia wasn't really the problem.
Oh, okay. But yeah, even still, English is still a hard language for us English speakers. So Ryu is dragon.
So are you upset with Yakuza 7 with the new characters, the different kind of gameplay?
Not really.
So are you going to look into this game? Like, are you going to consider this game?
I still have to get into 6.
Yeah.
So let me get into 6, and then we'll see where I'm at that one, because apparently it's supposed to be the full retirement after 4 games, the full retirement of Kazuma Kiryu, and he finally gets to have his retirement home with the orphanage, because he helps fund an orphanage.
Spoilers.
I mean, it's after 2, so I mean, 2 is very old. So from 3 to the end of 6, apparently he's trying to just lay low and just be a relaxing person. He doesn't want all the stress.
No,
he just wants a simple life. That is the simple of it. At 0 and 1 are probably where he's like, I'm angry, I want to fix this. There's a murder going on. I'm going to solve it with my fists and a drop kick.
Yeah.
That's Kiryu. That's actually the basis of Kiryu. Is I'm going to drop kick you out this window. Got a problem with that? No? Bye!
All right, what else we got? Oh, yeah, this project that we don't know much about.
We don't know much about. Apparently, Project Resistance is going to get a little bit more of an announcement, and it is a Resident Evil Outbreak, maybe? But I'm super excited.
So they're basically telling us it is set with Resident Evil, but it is not another Resident Evil game, which I'm thinking is how they should have sold Raccoon City.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Raccoon City was an amazing game by any means, but I'm saying people heard Resident Evil and went, and they got Raccoon City. This one, they're already saying this is not. This article is calling it the next Resident Evil game, but they have come out and said that it's like a spin-off.
Spin-off of Outbreak, which Outbreak is I'm going to say it like this. It is a bad game if you're playing it with trolls.
Well, no. This one also says, this article is different than the one I read, but this one's saying, but in the initial signs point to a spiritual successor or spin-off of Resident Evil Outbreak. If you actually go to Capcom's page for this, look up Project Resistance Capcom. They've actually got a current website for it.
Okay. Project Resistance.
Plus, that has all the dates for us, too.
Oh.
I was going to send you the link, and I figured we could just find it instead.
That's fine. There it is.
Yep, here we go.
Ooh.
So it's
okay.
Yeah.
You can't tell me with the R and the E dressed up in red.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's not a Resident Evil game. It is a Resident Evil game. My point is it's in the Resident Evil universe.
Yeah, okay.
And so they scroll back up.
Oh.
So when you launch the page further.
Right. What? Oh.
When you launch the page, go back up, damn it.
Oh.
You see it's like a video camera.
CCTV.
Yeah. And it just says Project Resistance, and the R and the E are red, and you've got the little markers to show the screen limit and everything, and it's kind of the graininess and all that. And then you scroll down. About Capcom is embarking on a new project. Watch the teaser trailer on September 9th at 3 p.m. UTC. Stay tuned for future updates. I don't know what UTC is compared to us.
UTC is Universal, so that I believe will be 9 a.m. for us.
Wait, if UTC is Universal, isn't...
Well, no, Universal is toward the middle.
Yeah, no. I was...
3
Are you sure it's that?
UTC.
Okay,
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay,
I was off by an hour.
Go ahead and go back to that.
Got it.
And then after that, they're also going to be at the Tokyo Game Show.
God, there's a lot of fucking cons coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Between this...
There's a lot of cons just period.
We got PAX West coming up this weekend.
PAX West will probably bring in a lot of new footage for games.
There's going to be a lot, and maybe some just straight up new. We have a lot of games coming out over the next 8-10 months.
We aren't buying any of them.
Oh my god.
We'll buy what we can.
Yeah.
But they're saying Tokyo Game Show, September 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. They gave 12:30 to 1:10, 12 to 12:40, 11:50 to 12:30, and 3:30 to 4:30. Those are the times to check in to see what Capcom has to say.
So 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour.
Yeah. So this is the Project Resistance stage schedule. These are still US. No, these are JST
which
times.
is Japan Standard Time.
But what I originally saw was that the original announcement I saw was this is a new project in the Resident Evil universe.
Get hype.
So they're trying to. What I took that is don't go in thinking this is Resident Evil 8 because this is not Resident Evil 8.
No, this is going to be Resident Evil back in Raccoon City, maybe post Raccoon City.
It may not even be fucking Raccoon City. You know, look at what happened with like Code Veronica and stuff like that. It didn't need to be in fucking Raccoon City. No. But
Code Veronica, to be fair, is kind of like a pipe dream as far as because it's set on a weird ass area with weird ass creatures. I mean,
my assumption with this, based off the name, is going to be some fucking town that Umbrella has taken over, and if it's not Umbrella, it's whatever form of Umbrella is around now. Okay, Tricell has taken over, and the people are revolting.
That's a good idea.
You know, not exactly 4, but how 4 was people in a town.
Hey,
you know,
Kapta.
Fucking come on at you with chainsaws. But instead of you fighting the people in the town, you are the people in the town. I do like the concept that maybe it will be multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean the original screenshot that we saw had 4 people in it.
I
all
think
holding
that's
their
from
sets.
the other one that they're trying to say it's a spiritual successor of.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the issue I was taking with that article. What do you think? Is that new?
It
looks new.
It looks like it is a part of this.
So yeah, it shows 4 people. One of them looks like she looked pregnant.
No.
Pull up this image down here. This one's lighter.
No.
Okay, she's got her hand in her pocket.
Oh.
It looked like.
Oh.
See what I was seeing? So it shows 4 people. They look Americanized though, so maybe it's coming to the States again.
I mean, well, Raccoon City is
It's supposed to be in the States.
It's supposed to be Kansas?
Yeah, something like that. But and then 7 is like Louisiana, isn't it? Or something like that.
Let's find out. Raccoon City is supposed to be in Arklay County, Midwestern. So it doesn't really
It doesn't really say.
It doesn't really say.
I'm just curious if we're gonna like the movies like to take us out of the U.S. a little bit.
Yeah.
For the most part, the movies all happen in the U.S., but we saw that the Umbrella was going on in Japan and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So I was curious if we're gonna leave the States.
Yeah. No. We very seldomly do we ever leave.
I think one of the animated movies. I think
2 of them did. Degeneration and
those are canon, right? The animated movies.
Yeah, they are canon.
Okay.
As weird as they are canon.
I'm not saying anything against them. Which one's the one that starts the plane crashing into the
actual plane, the airport?
Yeah.
That one I think is Degeneration.
I like that one.
That one's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
But the last one made me just go, Leon is here. Why? Oh, he's here for fan service, and we're like, okay.
Well, I mean, okay, so 1 happens near Raccoon City, right?
The Arklay Mountains.
Which are near Raccoon City, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a short train ride.
And then 2 and 3 happen in Raccoon City.
Correct.
Because 3's happen at the same time as 2.
0 technically happens on a train that passes through Raccoon City to the Arklay Mountains.
I haven't played 0. I haven't played it. I have the HD.
It is one of my favorites.
I will. How does it play? Does it play the same way as 1?
Tank.
Hmm.
You're gonna have a hard time.
Issues with it.
I know you do. That's why I was like, you're gonna have a hard time with it. But it's, in my opinion, it's not as bad because you can still have the mobility to back up and assess the situation. This one,
my issue is more the aiming.
Oh, this one has it gives a little leeway.
Okay, because playing 1, my issue was always I was just always off somehow.
Yeah, no, this one, if you're facing like, I'm giving him like a visual representation that I'm looking to the right of him. If you aim, click.
Okay, it helps you. It's got like an aim assist.
Kind of.
Gotcha. So 0, 1, 2, and 3 all happen in the same area. Then you have code
Outbreak File 1 and Outbreak File 2 are in the city as well.
Okay, are also in Raccoon.
Yes.
And Code Veronica happens on some island, maybe off the coast of America, maybe not.
It's supposed to be a man-made island, but I don't know the full details. I forgot Wesker's files. It's been a while since I've read those.
And then 4 happens in Italy. No, Spain. So that one does take. There's one that takes us out of America.
Mm-hmm.
5 is in Africa.
5 is in, I believe it's in Africa, Southish Africa.
6.
6 is all over the fucking place.
I don't remember 6. I didn't play 6. 6 is the one everyone's mad at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play 6.
Okay, so 6. Oh man, where? Okay.
Where does 6 take place?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be. Let's go like this because I know it. Okay. Leishang, China.
Okay.
Tall Oaks, a city which is 90% infected with a similar. Okay, so there is a bit of U.S.
Similar to that of Raccoon. Okay. Well, the weird thing is
Washington D.C. That's right.
Well, and the weird thing is 4 taking place in Spain, but you're going after the president's daughter.
That, I mean, to be fair, that was a really good.
I wasn't mad at 4.
No.
Okay, locations. Lanxiang.
Lanxiang.
I don't want to butcher it. I feel bad.
Lanxiang.
They're probably sitting there going, "Ooh, how do you say Los Angeles?"
Los Angeles.
They're sitting there saying it right, and we're fucking butchering their city's name.
I'm sorry.
China, Raccoon City, Tall Oaks. I'm not sure where that's supposed to be. Washington D.C. Let's see, Tall Oaks.
Subway station.
Tall Oaks. Fucking can't talk.
Yeah, it's a subway station. So I mean,
English speaking.
How old am I?
95.
It don't know. It's a robot.
That's what IGN gets for not asking for a year.
Yeah, and an ad popped up. Oh my god, parkour.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where
Parkour.
Tall Oaks is at.
Yeah, so we're gonna find out right now because it is an English speaking area, so likely the
United States. So they don't know for sure.
I mean, let's see what maybe.
Yeah, we'll see what. It
oh
looks
my
like.
god!
There's another commercial.
Another advertisement. I'm sorry. That's.
Well, I don't know if it's IGN or if this is a YouTube link. Because if it's a YouTube link,
no,
it fucking
IGN.
makes sense.
It's IGN because there's no thingy down here. Okay. Now hit me with it. Hit me
the best shot.
Are you?
Oh, that's a third commercial. Let's just move on.
No, I really want to know. I want to look at the area.
Okay, well, just so you guys know, we're now watching a commercial for the Dark Crystal series or
Which
show
I heard was
movie.
Pretty good.
Movie that's coming out or just came out today on Netflix.
Tomorrow.
29th, it said.
30th.
I thought it said the 29th.
No, 30th. But even still.
Oh, commercial number 4. Cyberpunk 2077. Justin has given up. Is dying in the back room.
Like, how do you fuck up so bad that... Ooh.
We've seen some nice stuff for Cyberpunk, though.
Okay. I mean...
It's a good spot.
That's a very good spot for Cyberpunk 2077.
Let's see. Is
All
this
right.
going to be...
Here we go.
Trailer.
Here we go.
Is it going to be another trailer? Another commercial?
I'm hoping not. There it is. There's the IGN logo.
There
Yay!
we
go. Oh. Okay. Oh.
That's like Chinese writing. I don't think this video is even actually for that section because it just says Easter egg. Yep, it's just him writing
just Chris writing a fucking
panda little thing at a goddamn
teeter-totter.
No, it's not a seesaw or a teeter-totter. I don't know whatever it's called. Well, those things that sit on the springs at the fucking playgrounds. What are you freaking out about?
It's the fact that he did the
leg thing.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's sliding down a slide. So this video wasn't what we wanted.
No. God
okay,
damn it.
So English speaking, most likely somewhere in the United States. Okay, and then Eastern Europe, because why the fuck not? And then Edonia, which totally
another European area. Bless you.
Thank you.
So
yeah, 6 is all over the place, but it's nice that we got other countries, and then 7 brings you back to America. So
7 is
that's why I was wondering if maybe Project Resistance would be in America or not. But they look very Americanized.
They look Americanized, but too early to tell. We'll find out on the 9th of September.
Remember? Wait. That's the 5th of September.
So James Bond 007 just got its title.
Yeah, No Time to Die.
I guess it is No Time to Die.
And it didn't just get it. I know you saw this and got excited. I've known this for a while.
No. I knew it for a while too. It's just I wanted to confirm, and this is the confirm.
Yeah, and he's working with a female 00, from what I understand, which is actually kind of cool.
Gets thumbs up for me.
I just always panic whenever he works with another 00 because 006 was a traitor in GoldenEye. So I always go, no.
But Sean Bean, right?
Yeah. Okay. Which is funny because that's not actually how the 00s worked in the book. It wasn't 6 and 7. The numbers were more spaced out than that. There you had like 3 and things like that. So,
but I mean, wait, is this a real trailer? If this is a real fucking trailer, I'm gonna poo poo.
I don't think they've released a full. Yeah, I think this is just for the. Oh no! Okay, it's a trailer. Oh, it's like behind the scenes.
Oh,
I was gonna say I didn't think they had released one yet. It's looking good though.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'll go see it in theaters.
Get hype.
Like I saw Spectre in theaters and I was pretty happy with that.
Ooh.
So let me see. I got just a few things left.
Just a few more. That works for me. Who doggy? But I'm just excited that we're getting a lot of new things that are things that we already like, and Disney is helping with that. 007's helping with that. Everything's helping with that.
So I don't have shoe news.
I know.
But Adidas, a shoe company, did make a deal with Ninja and released a jacket.
Yeah.
Which comes in a really interesting box.
And a very interesting color.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't wear it already because of the material. I don't like those jackets.
The Akajo windbreakers?
Yeah. When you're moving your arms. But, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. I like the box. The box was really interesting. So, for all the Ninja fans out there or the Adidas fans out there, look for that.
Adidas.
And then we got the full list of... the full list of 31 Nights of Halloween on Freeform. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but they did release a poster you can look at that kind of breaks it all down, all 31 nights. Now, this poster you're seeing go around, this is not the full list. Go to their website. They have even fucking more. Now, I want to point out a few things. So they immediately kick it off with Hocus Pocus, of course. And Hocus Pocus will be on several times throughout the year, or throughout the month. They're also doing, for the first time ever, the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror-a-thon. Disney taking advantage of the fact that they own Simpsons now. They're going to do a marathon of all the Treehouse of Horrors on Freeform on the 2nd.
That's actually really cool.
They'll repeat that on the 9th, the 16th. Let's see. I know they repeat it one
25th.
more time.
It seems like it's every week.
23rd.
Oh, 23rd.
Yeah. They're also doing Scream 1, 2, and 3 several times throughout, so that's interesting because it's like legitimate horror movies. They're doing Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. They're doing Addams Family 1 and 2. They're doing Goosebumps. Plenty of Hocus Pocus. And then on Halloween, they're doing an all-day Hocus Pocus marathon. Nothing but Hocus Pocus all day long. Basically, their version of, I don't remember what channel does it. It may be them.
TBS.
Is it TBS that does A Christmas Story all day long? Yeah, basically their version of that. Yeah, they're doing their Saturday Screamathon on the 12th. That's when the Scream movies first drop. I don't know why they only went 1 through 3. 4 is good. Should have put it on there. It's canon. It was made by the same fucking person. You know. They're also doing Hotel Transylvania. You know, they've got some stuff in there for the kids.
I do not go, blah, blah, blah.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, here's the weird one. October 8th at 8 p.m. Iron Man. I don't understand. Why is Iron Man on the Halloween list? But other than that, it's fun. I always love the 31 Nights of Halloween.
Does any of it take place during Halloween?
No. There's not even like a Halloween party. Nothing. I'm excited for it, though. I always get into the 31 Nights of Halloween. I also like AMC's run. If they do a list, we'll cover that, too.
Cool.
My last few little things.
Go for it.
So, I went and saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, you said you liked it.
Really liked it. It was calm for a Tarantino movie, but the story was good, and it definitely does go Tarantino at the end for you. So don't worry. It's got a hell of a cast. Kurt Russell shows up in it. I can't remember her name right now, but the actress that she was originally with them stunt double, but then she ended up being one of the main characters in Death Proof. She's in it. Got Brad Pitt, DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, the kid that, well, he's not a kid. In fact, he might be older than us, but he played a kid, and that's what triggers it. The one that played live action Speed Racer, he's in it.
Oh, okay.
It's got a pretty strong cast. I know that there were some actors that were originally supposed to be in it. Like, I think Luke Perry was supposed to be in it, but he passed.
Oh.
Burt Reynolds, I think, was supposed to be in it, but he passed. And then there was one other one I think passed that was supposed to be in it as well. But then I can't remember his name. The guy that plays 47 in the first Hitman movie is in Justified. Timothy something. He's in it. It's a pretty good cast. Well written, well shot, good music. Tarantino knows music. Kevin Smith's daughter's in it.
Hey.
Yeah, she plays one of the Manson girls. Don't go in thinking you're going to see a movie about the Manson family. They are definitely there. You definitely see them plenty of times. You see the ranch. You see the night of the Tate murders and all that stuff. But it is not their story. No. It is DiCaprio's story. Yeah. Or his character story about being an actor who may or may not be washed up and whether or not he's going to be able to fix his career. So
that's a good story on its own, but including the excess of my family might be in trouble.
No. Neighbor.
Okay.
But he doesn't really know that. I don't really want to spoil anything. But it also really focuses on his and Brad Pitt's characters' friendship, which is a great thing. Brad Pitt being his stuntman.
You told me one of the scenes, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, it's good. I vote everyone should go watch it, especially if you're a DiCaprio and Brad Pitt fan. They do phenomenal in this movie, and they work really well together.
Yeah.
And then my last thing. So you guys can follow us on Ugly Mugs, the Real Ugly Mugs on Twitter, or you can also follow us individually. And if you go to my individual account, you'll actually see my verbatim response about this. But Elvira just recently tweeted that Netflix passed up on her remake of Movie Macabre, which I did not agree with. And so did Shudder. So I kind of got a little pissy. about Netflix and a little pissy about Shudder, and gave her some words of confidence that I, believe that there's plenty of streaming services out there and plenty of channels out there that she should be able to do this. So if any of our listeners out there are Elvira fans, I vote go let her know you want to see this. Fuck what the streaming services say.
Yeah, fuck them. Even though they're giving us what we're wanting slowly and surely in a weird direction. Some.
Netflix hasn't been giving me what I want for a while now.
Well, we just watched something not too long ago that made me go, ooh, because My Name is Dolomite.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing I've seen recently from Netflix. I went, oh, maybe the new Eddie Murphy movie that they're doing. But I mean, I'm still mad about the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about the continuation of 13 Reasons Why.
I'm not a fan of 13 Reasons Why.
But Elvira did go to say that she's working on other projects, and just because this one isn't going the way she wants doesn't mean anything. So hopefully we'll get to see the Mistress come back and do some evil, spooky shit.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
I love evil, spooky shit.
I'm all for evil,
Trademark.
spooky shit. Trademark?
Trademark. Evil, spooky shit.
Evil, spooky shit.
Trademark.
Is there anything else you wanted to cover?
Nope. I am comfortable in my position. As you said, we're going to be probably playing some Gears.
Yeah, we got to get you through 1 so that you can go on to enjoy 2 and 3. And then me and you both have to play Judgment in 4 because I've never played Judgment or 4.
And then 5.
And that'll get us ready for 5.
And 5 is going to be free on Game Pass, so we get the lean in.
Mm-hmm.
We get the download. 4. I told you how big 4 was, though. Yeah.
Yeah, 4's huge.
4 is 100 gigabytes.
Yeah, 4's gonna eat up some space. I might have to delete a few things.
Yeah, a few.
Leave me alone. I'm just gonna buy another external.
That works. But I mean, we're gonna be trying to dig through games. I'm gonna try and finish up.
Speaking of externals,
ooh,
that new Seagate that is Devil May Cry 5 themed.
Oh,
you didn't see it?
Ooh.
It was on the photo I sent you.
Oh, I didn't know that was a fucking external.
Yeah, there's a Seagate external. Devil May Cry 5 Seagate. At least I do believe.
Devil May Cry Twitter, Seagate hard drive. Hold on, where is it? Gimme. No. No. I'm just going to the fucking thing.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not super themed. It's more just on the edges.
Yeah.
That's the biggest Seagate I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a
Does it say how much space?
No.
That's a pretty fucking big
Seagate
Seagate.
hard drive. It doesn't state any of it.
Seagate hard drive.
Yeah, I retweeted it, so hopefully we win it.
Yeah, so I guess technically it's not themed, but it just works so well with the Devil May Cry 5 theme.
Yeah.
So, they did a big box that they're doing a giveaway. It's like a chest. It's got the van. It's got an art book. It comes with Game Pass. Comes with the Seagate. Comes with a bumper sticker. I don't know what that translates to.
I heart.
Something.
I don't know.
And then it looks like a pack of playing cards and something else.
I think those are tarots.
Oh.
Because they look big.
I still don't know what the other thing in front of it is, though.
This?
Yeah.
I don't either.
But all kinds of goodies in there.
And a whole year of Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully we win it. I want to win it.
If not, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine, but I hope we win it.
I still have to play through the Devil May Cry games. I haven't played any of them.
I told you about the rules.
You want me to play
DMC
so that you can see my reaction, not knowing anything. Oh, did you want to cover the new monster for Monster Hunter?
I mean, there's a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch.
I only heard about the one, so I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of new monsters for Monster Hunter, but I'm kind of falling out of it. I don't think I'm going to get Iceborne. So
the one that I saw was the lightning wolf thing.
Yeah.
From previous games.
If they brought back the Narga Kuga, I'd probably be more into it. I don't know if they did. As I said, I've been out of it for a while, but the Narga Kuga, like, hold on, look at this beast. Look at him. He's so angry.
Yeah.
Look at him.
A little cranky, red eyes.
And the cool thing about him,
gold beak.
He disappears.
Okay.
He disappears and he just shows up and gives you a thorough smack on the ass.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's all we have for this week.
That's all we have for this week.
We'll be back next week with our Michael Keaton Night reviews.
And holy shit, a lot of PAX West and maybe a little bit of things that might be announced for the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah. Now, I'm thinking we need to work on a rating system.
You think we
movies.
need to get some numbers?
I think me and you are gonna break down what you think makes a movie right by genre.
By genre?
Because you can't hold
the same standards.
Yeah, you can't take Girl Interrupted and compare it to
Funny Farm.
The Shining.
Oh, okay.
Or Funny Farm.
Oh.
Any of those.
Yeah.
None of those can be compared. They're very different. I think me and you are going to work on a rating system so that we can start having you rate movies
and actually give numbers.
Yeah, and we'll even go back and look at the past movies and so that you can rate those ones too.
Okay.
It'll be a big project. We may not have it ready by next week, but it's definitely something I want by the end of the year.
Okay. Yeah. All right, and then we'll probably blog it up and have it in physical form.
Well, yeah.
Written form.
Yeah, we'll get you guys some stuff. But that's it.
That is it. You guys have a good one. Wait, Borderlands 3 soon?